Cool guys, so this is the CFU Snatch Progressions. We start with a dip and shrug. What we want to see in position 1, so this is position 1. We want to see hips and shoulders stacked on top of each other, and we want to see heels on the ground. You also note that having the elbows turned out will allow you to keep the bar nice and close. So dip, shrug, I'm doing these for reps of 3, but you can do it from reps of 5. Whatever the class needs at the time. Cool, so the second progression, we're going to take it to the hang. In the hang, what we want to see is vertical shins, shoulders in front of the bar, and that bar nice and close. So what you'll find with people who first start is they won't be recruiting their lats, and that bar is just going to hang here. So what you want to tell them is to pull the bar into them. From here, I'm also going to add a high pull. Really want to make sure that we tell people that they need to hit position 1 so that hips and shoulders squares on top of each other before they extend. Very important. If they don't, that bar is going to come out in front of them. Cool, next thing is muscle snatch. The muscle snatch is warming up the shoulders, talking about an aggressive turnover. So here we need to tell everyone to be nice and aggressive with the arms. I've taken it from the hang here because the hang just gives them a little bit more power to go into that muscle snatch. I think when we take it from the high, from position 1, people didn't have the strength to do that. After this is where it varies depending on the type of movement we're doing. So if we're doing a power snatch, then just drops into quarters, but for now, it's just going to be overhead squats if we're doing full movements. If it's an Olympic lifting class and the guys are fairly advanced, then maybe drop snatches here or snatch balances would be more appropriate. So let's have a look. But general population, let's say overhead squats. If people have trouble in the bottom of this position, just make them hang out here for a little bit longer. After this, we're going to go into duck walks. With the duck walks, we want to keep the heels on the ground as much as possible. The heels are eventually going to come off the ground, but if we let the heels come off too soon, we're going to miss out on a lot of ankle mobility that we could be doing. After that, we go into the full movements, so taking it from the ground. Mid-shin, so in this position, what we're looking for, bar nice and close, shoulders slightly in front of the bar. This is going to vary depending on where everyone's femur lengths are, but the most important thing is when people drive, we want to make sure that that back angle stays the same until that second pull. So when we're at the knees, the second position, that back angle is still the same, shins are nice and vertical. So slow and control the knees, then explode up. So this is where we do the full movement, dropping as low as we can, or wherever the finish is if it's a power. So again, once we go to the mid-shin, hips and shoulders need to rise at the same time. And that is it, guys. Enjoy.